Hello, everyone. My name is Kyle.
I'm Matt.
I'm Alex.
I'm Rachel.
This is Tony.
And we are Pseudo Adults. Hello and welcome to episode 179 of the Pseudo Adults podcast. It's a show that you can find anywhere that you find podcasts. And if you want to watch us in the video format, you be a Space Zambonie YouTube member, and here we are. And you see us.
Oh my God. That was a hot flash.
Everybody. Yeah. But he did it so fast, you didn't see his boobies.
No.
Oh, that's
Imagine.
Wow.
I actually stood completely naked, ran across the room, and came back.
big boobies.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Those are some
not
hot
real.
toddies.
Yeah,
Oh,
the camera just
shit.
can't. It records a frame rate that it's too similar to
man.
what you're working
Yeah.
at, so you can't even see it on camera.
Even if you stopped it and like rewound it really slow, you
Yeah.
wouldn't get it.
Doesn't
It's
look.
The Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For as
Arranging
low as
soup.
$1 a month, if you're listening to this, you could become a Space Zambonie member, and you could watch this podcast with our faces in it, and you could watch me do the switching while I'm talking, and you could look at all the other stuff on our channel. We have some behind-the-scenes stuff. We have a lot of other fun things on the channel. We have music videos. We have live streams. We have
Animations.
podcasts. We have cartoons. We have porn.
That's up and
We
coming.
dabble
We're
in a little bit of
that one's
both.
still in the production phase.
It'll get done.
Or should it be the reproduction phase?
Whoa.
Interesting.
Space Zambonie reproduction.
That's a good link.
Yeah, it is.
Set up a redirect.
And if you're a pop culture fan who wants to level up in life, check out Inner Warrior. And if you're trying to break into an IT career, check out Inner Tech Warrior.
Ooh, what level are you at?
I'm at level
God.
God tier. I'm at level 856.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's almost over 9,000.
That's
Yeah.
a lot. That's a
Yeah.
high level. I'm not that level.
No?
No.
Oh.
Not at all. Not even close.
Wow.
Like level 4.
Well, I don't even know where I am right now.
Touché.
Dang.
It's been a little while since we've all been here in the basement recording another episode of Pseudo Adults.
My mom's bees me.
Whoa. Thanks, COVID.
Literally, right? Again.
Gianna is our collective mother.
Thanks, Mommy.
And I'm working in her basement.
What I'm getting at is there's one thing that I knew that was always on the horizon, but now it's in the recent past, and it's something that Rachel's been building up, not just for herself, but for all of us. I'm so excited to hear what she has to say. She went to a very special concert, made a special whole day out of it, to my understanding. I've
Whole weekend.
been waiting for the details. Bastille concert. And who was the headliner again?
Duran.
Okay, I can't wait.
Yeah. We didn't. Okay. So from the beginning, it was just bad news bears from the beginning. So from the very beginning, it should have been a red flag.
What's
From the
what's
moment I got to the
beginning?
rent-a-car place.
Oh, okay.
Because we made a weekend out of it. So I took off Friday. So I took off a day, unpaid day, took off a day. And that means I also didn't get paid for Labor Day either.
Oh.
So took off that day.
Yeah, this concert's getting more expensive by the minute.
Yeah, it really is. So we rented a car because I was like, I don't want to put 6 hours, 7 hours on like that amount of mileage on my car. I don't want to do that.
Right.
I already do that once a year. I don't want to do that. So we went to go rent a car. We reserved it like months in advance. We go and they're like, yeah, since you're out of state, you need a credit card to be able to rent a car. And I was like, excuse me? I go, I rented this months ago and you failed to tell me this. They're like, oh, well, you need a credit card. So I go and get my aunt's credit card and I'm like, okay, I have a credit card with this. And they're like, it doesn't have your name on it. I was like, were you gonna tell me that when you told me I needed a credit card? I go, this is something that you should have said. So then I had to get my uncle to come and rent the car. I rented an SUV. It was the size of my car because my car's technically considered like a type of SUV.
Wow.
I go, my car. I rented it so I could have more space too.
Yeah.
To like carry everybody's luggage. Okay, cool. We get on the road, we drive 7 hours. So we had a good weekend other than we get ready for the concert, we go to the concert, each of us buys $100 worth of merch. Like
Holy crap.
$100 worth of merch. We honestly got a shirt and a hat, and it was like closer to $100. And that shirt and hat isn't even like. See, the band went on a tour called Bad Blood tour right before this tour, which is their first album. It's a 10-year, it's their 10-year anniversary of that album. So, which is my favorite album. So I was like, maybe they'll have leftover merch that they're selling at this concert. No. All Duran Duran merch. Like, I'm talking like more than this wall worth of Duran Duran merch.
Every shirt they ever released over the last 60 years.
Duran Duran. I go, I'm not interested. This is not what I'm here for.
Did you get a Hungry Like a Wolf shirt?
No. I didn't want the shirt. I don't even, like, other than Hungry Like the Wolf, I don't know any other song by Duran Duran. No,
View to a Kill?
I don't know. That's, you know them. I don't know them. So we also buy alcohol, which is like super expensive.
Always, yeah.
Very expensive at concerts. We buy extra alcohol because we're like, all right, so we don't have to get back up and go and whatever. Good seats. It's outdoor, so it's like an outdoor covered dome. Really good seats considering we're all the way in the back. We're like, we can see everything. Even with people here, we can see everything. Very excited. They're all excited.
Wait,
like,
before you drop it, when you guys were getting ready, right? Weren't you guys just listening to the whole album the whole time?
And we were watching one of their conconcerts, and we were like,
they're hyping themselves up.
We made bracelets to hand out to other fans, being like, what, you know, because they were having like, they have a Reddit page where like when the concert comes up, they form their own chat for that specific concert, and they all pass out bracelets to each other and whatever. There wasn't a ton of people because obviously it's Duran Duran, like main. Person.
I didn't realize you liked Duran Duran that much.
Don't. We spent hours like that Saturday, not all Saturday, but like Saturday night making bracelets with all the names of the songs on them and like beads, and we did it all. And we're like, okay, good. We have a whole bunch, whatever. We're giving them out to people that we run into, the small amount of people that we run into, and we're giving them. You don't understand. My cousins are like diehard. Like, you know how Taylor Swift has diehard fans?
Oh, yeah.
It's like that extent for them. I'm a fan, but I'm not like, I'll drop everything to go see them kind of thing. They are. So we're sitting there. We're waiting for the concert.
Well, what's the, it was upstate New York?
It was closer to Rochester. So
was it an arena? Because for some reason, all the bracelets, I'm getting like a Woodstock vibe. I feel like a bunch of hippies handing out bracelets.
It was like people can set up like sitting places, like you can buy a ticket for like setting up on the grass, like you can have like it's an outdoor thing, or you could buy closer up tickets. We got like nosebleed seats, but you can still see everything. So we're sitting there and we're waiting and we're super excited. We're all talking to each other. My cousin goes on Facebook or Twitter. No, it wasn't Twitter, was it? It was Instagram. She was looking and she clicked it and they said, sorry, we can't, unfortunately we have to drop out for the concert 20 minutes before they were supposed to come on. They canceled to come out.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
I literally could have thrown like the Hulk thrown chairs. I was like,
you break the bracelets
that
off
should
of
have burned
everybody's
to the
wrist.
ground.
we were waiting and I was like, I want to hear official announcement. They never officially announced
What
it. So
the fuck?
my cousins are like on the verge of crying. We're like, let's get up, let's go. I'm not fucking interested in seeing the Crypt Keepers.
Oh my god!
And I will say it to their face, I'm not interested in seeing the Crypt Keepers. I'm good. I'm good. That's not why I'm here. So we'll get up and we'll go someplace else and we'll do something else. We're all dressed up.
Angry like a wolf.
I smell like
we
a
made all
sow.
the shoes. Like I made a whole shirt for them. I individually put like jewels on my shoes. Like it was a long process to make certain things. And so they're all upset. And it's like a mile to get back to the car.
God.
We paid $30 to park our car too.
Oh my god!
Yeah. So
Even when we went to see Blink in Lincoln Park, Chester Bennington at least had the courtesy to wait a few days prior to kill himself.
thank you. Thank you.
Oh my god!
No, we were angry. So it's like a mile to get back to the car. We have to walk straight. It's a concert, but there's also like a college right there. So they are like both interconnected. We had to walk. So my cousin's hysterical crying. One of them. The other one's trying to hold it together. The other one's hysterical crying. She's like an emotional crier, where she feels it with her whole body. And then she starts throwing up on the side of the road. She's so
my
upset.
God.
She gets like, whenever she gets upset, she throws up. It's just I don't know. It's always been that way. She's throwing up. We're like, oh, fuck. All right. Let's just get in the car. I want to get in the car. Everybody's fighting with each other. We're like, get in the fucking car. I'm driving. I'm like, get in the fucking car. We're leaving. We're going to go home and get dressed. I'm done. And it's like 30 minutes to get there. 30 minutes to like actually get there from the Airbnb.
Oh my God.
They're all upset. Okay, we get in the car. We're going to pull out. All of a sudden, my cousin turns. All of the band members except the lead singer, who lost his voice, that's why he couldn't sing, are walking to Applebee's.
What?
And they jump out of the car. Well, I had to pull over. I'm like, why are you jumping out of a moving car? Okay. Moving car. They jumped aside. They're like, oh my God. And they run to them. And the band members were really nice. The majority of them were really nice.
Yeah, people just jumped out of a car for them.
My cousin's barefoot.
Like, go right inside the Applebee's.
They canceled the show.
My cousin is barefoot.
Wow.
Running towards them. I go, you
Oh
look
my
crazy. So I pulled to the side of the road behind a cop. I was like, I'm sorry, I got to park here. He's like, whatever. And I'm like, all right, I got to park here. They just jumped out of the car. And meanwhile, they're like on the right side of the road. I'm turning to the left. So I'm in the left turning lane. And I have to make my way going. So we got to meet them and got pictures with them and stuff. But not my favorite band member, but it's fine.
Your favorite's the one that lost
They're
his
like,
voice?
oh, yeah, whatever. I'm still kind of upset about it. But so they were like, oh, we'll try to get you tickets for the concert in Queens because we got these tickets, and then they added that concert in Queens. So I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And we never heard back from them, but either way,
Of course not.
they were just happy. The girls were just happy they met them. To be honest.
A nice silver lining on
Yeah.
a really shitty thing that
Yeah.
happened.
They were like, oh, we're in England. We don't drive more than like an hour to go anywhere. And I'm like, okay, that doesn't fucking excuse your shitty behavior. But they ended up canceling. They canceled the show before ours. We were hoping, then they played Red Rocks 2 nights in a row. And then when they got to ours, they canceled. And then Montreal or Quebec or wherever, they canceled that show too.
Dang.
But did they cancel 20 minutes?
No, they didn't. They
Before?
canceled hours before.
That sore throat happened real sudden.
all I'm saying is that, like, you call out. How many hours do you have to call out to a job?
Theorize. What
A
could
day
you be,
before.
What could you be doing that makes you lose your voice that suddenly?
30 shots.
30 shots? I feel like that'd
They
be
said
really...
he had something about like tonsillitis and
Ew, he's like
an ear
coughing up
infection.
tonsil stones while
Yeah,
singing.
yeah,
But if you
they said he had tonsillitis.
Oh no, it is Pompeii.
buries people in tonsils.
I'm going to be an
They said
optimist
they had
about
tonsillitis. They said they had tonsillitis and he had an ear infection or something, and the doctors told him, nah, you're not going on stage or you'll like lose your voice, like you could damage your voice or something like that.
All right.
Whatever, laryngitis, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Where they're like, don't go sing. So he didn't go and sing, but we were able to give the bracelets, the thousands of bracelets we made to them, and go give it. I gave my bracelets and I said, give this to Dan. All right, that's the lead singer. I was like,
Did you say some of them also like didn't stop for you guys?
Whoa.
yeah, no, their wives.
Oh, their
We're
wives.
like, just cross the road. Just keep going. Just cross the road. Yeah, that was like, I understand, like, fans, but like, it's a little disrespectful. Like, we told them we came all the way out for the show for you. 7 hours
Yeah.
to the show for you.
Yeah.
For me, it was more because it was an hour on the train. And we spent money on the Airbnb and renting the car. It was a good girls' trip, but like, I was still like very disappointed.
Yeah.
I was like, is this how you
That's
treat
a whole
your fans?
sisterhood of traveling pants movie.
I was like, is
That has
this how
its
you
ups
treat
and
your
downs.
fans?
Yep.
It does. It was
This would
pretty
make
good.
a good movie. Yeah.
I mean, Saturday we were able to enjoy ourselves. We were able to, like, we went thrift store shopping, and it's middle of nowhere. We're right by the border of Canada. Like, we're, the flat part.
Yeah.
That's where we
You
are.
discovered at the end that the Bastille was the friends you made along the way.
Sure. I was angry. I said, I told them straight to the face, I was here to see you, not to see the Crypt Keepers. I told them to
call
the
them
face,
the Crypt
I don't
Keepers
care.
That's why you didn't get the Queen's tickets, bro.
yeah.
No
don't
wonder
care.
you didn't get the Queen's tickets.
I'm here to see them. I don't care. I was like, the amount of money we spent on you. And then before we even met them, we went to the stadium and said, can we have our money back? Like, we bought tickets for this specific band. They're like, no, because they're not a headliner.
Whoa.
We can't give you your money back.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Duran Duran is the headliner. And I went, they're like, they just told us that they're not going on. The same time they told you guys they're not going on.
So what's interesting is I'm hearing Duran did nothing wrong. Bastille's the one who did everything
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
Duran Duran actually went on.
Yeah.
And they never canceled a single show.
Damn. That's because
And then there was
they're
Neil
old pros.
Rogers or whatever his name is. Neil Rogers or something. He wrote like a Virgin and shit like that for Madonna.
Okay. Oh.
He was a very famous writer, and he also sings, but I was like, I don't know who this guy is.
Why is Duran Duran going on with Bastille? Is
Yes.
there like
What
wanna be
audience are they
relevant.
It's like
going
special
for?
guest.
They're like, we need
It's like
somebody
special
young.
guest.
Yeah, probably get a younger
They were like,
poll.
special guest is Bastille. So they were like, and they know the issue is the reason why everybody was getting so upset is they don't come to America. They tour in Europe all the time. They don't come here. So when they come here, it's like
A big deal.
their tickets are always sold out.
Are they not
because
American?
They're from Britain. They're not American.
Well, that's where they better go back to.
No, they were saying some stuff. I'm like, I don't understand a single word you just said. Can you,
Oh my
you're
god.
just like the references you're making. I don't get.
Duran Duran dust? Yucky, ew.
Yeah, you're like what? I was like, I don't want to be weird. And go to Applebee's, so we ended up getting Wendy's and going back home. That's what we ended up doing, getting Wendy's and going back.
Wow.
It was kinda- and then we had to leave. No, we
we
were,
were there.
but they were going to Applebee's. I didn't want to be those people that
So
like.
they could.
Follow them around.
Yeah, right.
I was like, I don't want to be those people. It's just, I was disappointed because I was like, I bought a lot of merch for you guys, and we bought the ticket and we came out. I was like, is this how you treat your fans?
You should
I
have
go,
sent
you
them the
didn't know
bill.
you lost your voice and you were sick this morning? When my day, I could have been doing something else with my morning and my day than getting ready for this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like if you knew you were sick, you know you're sick, you're going into your job. The policy is you let them know 2 to 3 hours in advance. 2 hours in
A
advance.
little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's
More
your
than
job.
20
This
minutes.
is your job.
You can't cancel that soon.
Yeah. And people were getting upset. People are upset because they're like, you canceled concerts. You don't come here a lot. You didn't cancel any concerts for your Bad Blood tour when it was just you.
Damn.
So what's funny is that I saw a whole bunch of people freaking out online because a concert was canceled 20 minutes because the lead singer lost their voice, and I was like, "Wow, that fucking sucks for those people."
It's me.
Like, and then Rachel was like, "Yeah, that was Bastille." I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, that was Bastille.
Holy shit!
That was Bastille. They have super fans, so like people were
Livid.
bent out of shape because they're like, you expect better from like.
And those
people-
girls crying in the video, maybe they were.
Yeah. I would sue them for trauma.
Yeah.
But you know the silver lining is my cousins like I don't care I don't. It's great that I met like the guys that we met. One of them was a band manager. He's a drummer. He's the manager for the band. So we met them and my cousins. It made their like they might as well have saw them play live. Like it made their like day.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, at least they were happy. I walked away being like, at least we get to go to Cracker Barrel on the way home. That was my silver lining, Cracker Barrel. And so we went to Cracker Barrel on the way home. But I was just like, it was such a long drive I understand. I was like, we could have done a girls trip an hour away from where you were. And I wouldn't be getting home at like 8 at night and then going to work the next day.
Yeah, that does suck on
Yeah.
work next day.
And not get paid for that day.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah.
like.
But you guys bonded and you guys had a great time.
It was great. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, you guys-
when they canceled,
It's
everybody
fine.
was just irritated and like.
I remember you called me and I guess the phone connected to the car. So I just hear
Elizabeth is so upset. She was, Mom, I met them. Yeah.
but this was before you guys met them, I think, because I heard like Emily crying like, Rachel, your phone's connected to the car.
The car that
my
we rented, regardless of how far, if I stayed within a certain distance, it connected to the car. I was like, if I'm going, I don't want to connect to the car. Yeah, it was, and I slept on the couch. It was a very comfy couch, but I was supposed to share with my cousin Katie, and her snores could knock down the whole. It makes Tony look like a walk in the park.
Wow. That's crazy.
She like enough where like they could hear her in the other room, and they had to wake her up to go like roll over. It was
Totally
bad.
like an old Disney cartoon
Yeah.
snore.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever had to
Yeah.
witness that.
I don't remember you
should.
snoring when we were.
Yeah, bro. Yes, we talked about
Did
it.
we? I
Yeah.
must have been blasted because I remember just being gone.
No,
I'm like,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Oh wait, no, it has come up because of like bachelor party thing.
Yeah.
No, my
Exactly.
cousin
Yeah, yeah, I'm
Katie
back.
makes him look like a walk in the park.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to sleep in the same room as her because of it. Like I was the first night I was tired, so I was like, all right, I'll sleep. It's fine. Whatever. I was tired. 7-hour drive is a lot, and we only stopped once. So it was a lot.
You're a champ. You're a trooper. You should be their manager.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
At this point, and they're like, okay, so people not driving an hour is no excuse to treat people like shit.
Yeah.
I go, I'm sorry, you're not there, you're here, where the country's 10 times bigger.
First of all, that sounds like an excuse. I don't believe any of that.
I go,
bullshit.
oh, so when it's an arena that's like the Red Rocks, is when you're gonna play, but when it's like a small arena, you don't give a shit. Like, you know, like it's, I lost respect, and I was a decent fan of them for like 10 years.
They should change their name to Bastards.
Bastards. Yeah.
But if they gave you the Queen's tickets, would you go?
I would have gone.
What if they
I
give it to
would've-
you now? They reach out. They're like, hey,
They didn't.
we remember you. But if they do?
What if you send them this podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We clip this.
It's next week. It's like the Friday next week.
They better give you VIP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want backstage. I'm suing.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
We have our clip.
Yeah.
My adventure, and I was like, I wasted a whole weekend. I was like, you know, to come down here. So that wasn't a waste. I had fun, but it was like we could have
Yeah,
done a
podcast
girls.
story.
We could have done a good girls trip, like not
Sesame Place.
1,000 miles away.
No, you could have
know.
just did mushrooms upstate, walk around.
And,
the
and
woods.
imagine you saw that.
and then you would, if you close your eyes.
Does it almost feel like we weren't even there at all?
Wow.
My cousin was so pissed. If we didn't see them on the side of the road, she goes, I bet you they're not even fucking here. I bet you they're already in Montreal. They're not
my
even
God.
fucking here. And they canceled like that. Yeah, I was about to kick down the gate. And you can see their tour buses. I was like, I was about to be that crazy person, kick down the gate and fucking knock on their tour bus.
How far was that Applebee's?
It was right across. It was like walking distance.
Wow. Okay, so they were there.
They were there, but
be
the
funny
lead
if
singer,
Applebee's
they were
was
like,
like
no.
2 hours out.
No,
Yeah.
they said, no, he's really sick. Like, legitly, he's in bed right now. He's like, not.
in the ICU.
Oh my god.
No.
He should be.
Yeah, right.
Motherfucker. I was
about
like,
to be.
Yeah.
piece of
My
shit.
God, I'm connected
Apparently
to a
they released
propofol drip.
another thing saying we you know, like, it's crazy. We've never canceled concerts like this. I was like, okay.
Like, didn't you just say they canceled like 3
Yeah.
other concerts?
They've never done that on a tour, apparently. I go, only when you're here, right?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Really?
Fuck. I was angry. I was still angry. I was like, I want my money back. At least give me my money back. At least give me my money back. You benefit. You know what the shitty part is? It was 20 minutes before. So when we tried to get our money back from Ticketmaster,
Yeah.
they're like, no, it's already going on right now. You can't get your
That's
money
insane.
back.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's probably why they canceled 20 minutes.
So that way they
so
still
that
get
they
to
can
keep
still
the
get
money.
all the money. Yeah.
Ooh. The plot
But it's
thickens.
fun.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Are they scumbags or not? You decide.
I smell a class
Comment down
action.
below. Oh, yeah. That'd be.
Class action.
Yeah. Duran's like, I don't have to.
Was
pay
there
nothing.
like were people there booing when that news broke
No,
out?
because there was more Duran, like older.
That's
like,
wow. I
Yeah.
feel like there should be a strong presence.
there is a
there.
strong presence for Duran, more than you would think.
That's wild.
More than you would think. There was barely any Bastille fans because it's in the middle of nowhere, first of all. Second of all, Duran apparently is, old people love Duran. The Crypt Keepers, they're like, yeah, Crypt Keepers.
Well, so far they still seem like they're in the
Yeah.
right.
They are. They didn't cancel
Yeah, they didn't do
any shows.
anything.
Duran's in the good
Yeah.
grace.
I like never hire Bastille again.
Yeah, and they probably I don't know.
They're playing all these other Detroit shows right now and shit. It's like,
To cancel them 20 minutes into it.
no, they didn't cancel any other one.
But it's not with Duran.
After the Montreal one, they didn't cancel any other one.
For whatever reason, this was the one where they're like, you know what?
Rachel's here. Cancel the fucking
Oh my
show.
God.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, we've heard the optimism corner.
Sorry.
Matt gave him a phone call. She's gonna be there.
She's there.
She just showed up.
The eagle has landed.
Cancel the show.
And we bought like all outfits and shit. It was just very disappointing.
Now go to Applebee's.
Really rubbing it in their face.
No,
Good.
leave the singer in the car.
I can't believe. That's why I was so surprised that they canceled 20 minutes before. Who would have guessed?
No clue. I was upset. And then we had to drive home the next day. So.
Well,
And then to have a concert on a Sunday, who the fuck does that?
You know, concerts every day of the week. I don't know.
Yeah.
I literally
holiday
was when
weekend,
they
right?
canceled. I said, "All right, everybody, get your shit, put it in the car. We're driving back." That's what I felt like. They're like, "No, but we
Damn.
paid for one more day," and I was like,
Oh my God.
Okay, I don't care." I was like,
You
I
became a
almost-
South Park character.
Okay,
we're getting out of here.
We're getting the fuck out of here. I want to be home right now.
I could see it in that cartoon style.
Yeah.
We're not staying here at all. We're going. Everybody pack your shit.
I was so pissed that I was like, "Everybody, pack your shit. We're going."
The Bastille's not playing.
I will drive all the way back to New Jersey because I don't want to fucking be here right now.
On the drive to or from, did you see any cool animals since you're so close to Canada? No moose, no bison, no bears.
No moose knuckle.
Nothing
moose knuckle.
interesting like that.
Oh, what's uninteresting to you then? Squirrels?
A wolf?
Wolf. We almost got tattoos too. But
Whoa.
Katie was like, "I want to do
A
it."
Bastille tattoo?
That would have been terrible. That would have been so
We were
bad.
gonna get the triangle, like their triangle thing on our ankle, and then I'm glad we didn't.
That
But
would
Katie
be
was like,
so sad
I don't,
funny.
I don't want a tattoo. I don't want any tattoos on our body. We're like, pussy. You're a fucking pussy.
Meanwhile, she was the one that was right because that would have been so.
No, she was the one that didn't want anything on her body. No. And we're like,
Just think of what an extra layer that would have been if when you were
Right?
telling the story, you're
I
like,
would have gotten it covered.
And then you're like, and then this is the
like, oh my
I would have
God.
gotten it covered immediately. I would have said, let it heal, covered immediately. Get a rose.
Yeah, but that would have been more money you spent because of them.
It would have been more money you spent.
Because of them.
Damn.
I should be the angry one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still got to I still gotta pay my uncle back for the car.
So you guys want to go to the concert in Queens?
Sure. Yeah.
Guys night?
Yeah.
Let's get tattoos.
Yeah. The grave diggers.
At this point, it's sure
Oh, that's right. The crypt keepers.
Keepers play. I would just leave after they play. I'm like, all right, we're good. Let's go. I'm good.
Oh man.
All right. So I don't know how to just. We were gonna move on
don't know
from
how
that.
to transition.
Somehow you had to move on. So somehow we
I
had
have to move on with my life. Let's go.
There you
This has
go.
been a
Yeah.
non-eventful summer. Let's go.
And there's no better way to move on with our lives than to hear about the new Tiny Toons show.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So when I was setting up the podcast, I was setting up Batwoman because that's when I usually watch it. And I was like, oh, sweet. Yeah. Batwoman time. Let's go. And I opened up the app and I saw Tiny Toons. And I was like, oh my God. It's like newly added, literally right there. I was like, oh shit, the new show's out. It's like, how many episodes? The whole season is out. The entire fucking
Wow.
season.
How many episodes?
Like, it was like 13.
Oh, wow.
It was a whole fucking season out. I'm like, what the hell? When did this come out? They didn't even... I didn't see anything about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, uh-oh, I haven't seen anything about it.
Just
Yeah. I haven't even seen, like, online reaction to it. I haven't seen advertising. No, like, when Animaniacs came back out, there was ads all over YouTube.
Or Velma.
Yeah, when Velma came out, there was ads all over YouTube, and then the marketing just took over from it being bad. And so Tiny Toons came out, and I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, let's do this. I'm going to watch this instead. Fuck that one.
Makes sense.
And Tiny Toons was bad. It was bad.
this is the Looniversity.
Yeah, I think if I had not seen original Tiny Toons and liked it so much, I would enjoy this show. I think that's the issue. Because it's like a more like character development plot, except from like episode 1 to 2, they already like make it so stupid. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to spoil some stuff.
Do it.
To talk
Yeah, that's
about
fine.
this.
That's fine.
So, Buster and Babs, infamously a couple. Now they are twins.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, that's really bad. That I knew
Wow.
about. That's terrible.
They
So
could still be a
stupid.
couple.
and
In Alabama.
So,
Alabama.
and when I was at first, she's like, "Yeah, except I was born like a second before you. That's the only ever time I've spent without you." And John is like, "Well, maybe that was in the hospital. They were born in the same hospital." And then like, because we're twins. And then John's like, "Oh," I'm like, "They've made out on the old show."
Yeah. Yep. They went to prom together.
Yeah. I'm like, this is weird.
Well, it's like Luke and Leia.
Yeah, except they, like Luke and Leia, they were like, oh, they're siblings, and then that's it. They don't really talk about this. This one, the whole first episode is about, like, we're twins and we're not in the same dorm?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And,
do they still kiss?
Yeah.
It's almost like the people who developed this didn't watch original shows.
yeah, so It feels like that because like it's like someone saw a clips channel of Tiny Toons and was like, "Oh, sick! I got this. I can make a show."
So the whole thing of like, I'm Buster, I'm Babs, I'm Buster Bunny, I'm Babs Bunny, no relation. That's the whole joke.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Yeah.
It's like no relation.
Yeah.
It's like, no, we're related. We're twins.
No, comma, relation.
Maybe they're gonna find out that they were one of them was actually adopted, and then they're gonna make out.
No, but they still think they're siblings forever.
Whatever.
That doesn't mean, oh, Tony, we're not related. I'm gonna fuck you now.
Immediately the trigger.
I was adopted.
I knew this day would come.
Damn.
So, Loudmouth, the little bird, is the main character.
He's a main
Quiet
character?
mouth now.
Yeah, she is the main character.
Wow.
Wait, wasn't Loudmouth a guy?
The little bird?
Wait. Oh, I'm confusing. Oh, I'm confusing that one with the one that cursed all the time. What was that guy's name? Remember there was a guy who cursed the whole time?
Oh, the sly one?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was like, hey, yeah.
Yeah.
No, not him. The little...
Yeah, the one that was supposed to be like Tweety.
Yeah, but sucked.
Yeah.
Main character.
Yeah.
Babs' roommate.
Whoa.
And then Buster is roommates with Hampton, who's now more southern. He got that southern draw every now and then. Yeah. And Plucky, who may still be the best character in the show. Just saying. Just saying. He's great. He was still funny. And then, but the thing is that they're like, he's not funny. He sucks. And I'm like, oh, he's great. I love him. Because like the other show was more like, oh yeah, they're at the university. They're going to learn how to be like things and
Cartoons, yeah.
Yeah, cartoons.
Yeah.
This one, they're trying to learn how to be funny. So they're not learning how to be like cartoons and stuff. They're not doing animation. It's like they're trying to be funny.
It's like Mamuckums.
Yeah,
It is. It is.
comedy medical school.
Yeah.
It's literally that.
Wow.
Except it's weird when you see a cartoon being like, no, this is funny. And like Buster's just hitting someone with a hammer. I'm like, that's not funny.
Yeah, that's difficult to tread that water. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when Plucky's just like doing his little, like, he does a Black Swan performance as his like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. And it's like silly.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's not funny. Boo! Fuck you,
wow.
Plucky. And they-
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then Hampton cries and they give him a 10 out of 10 and they put him on the Wall of Fame.
Because he cried?
Yeah, because they're like, that was perfect comedy. I'm like, this show sucks.
Oh, man.
Bad is good. Good is bad.
I'm like, you can't do this. You can't make comedy meta in a
Yeah.
fucking Looney Tunes show. You just have to be silly. You can't make comedy a meta element of it. Fucking
Yeah, their whole comedy was supposed to be like parodies of other things like Star Wars and all that kind of stuff. Like that was what they did in the original Tiny Toons. And they had like the little clips like Baby Plucky and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, I used to love that old show. It was so fucking good.
Yeah.
But Granny is the dean of the school,
Whoa.
and she fights Nazis in episode.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Is that from the Looney Tunes show? Remember where she was like the spy back in the day?
Yeah, but she's in the actual war and she's throwing canned snakes at Nazis to
Oh my
kill
God.
them.
Oh, okay.
And then she uses stuff from the war to build the school.
Oh, this is lore? Like what?
Yeah.
Oh, this
Like-
isn't just comedy?
This show is not like old Tiny Toons. It's like today's episode is this. Today's episode is this. It's like there's a weird continuing thing going on and like expanding the lore and I don't know. I thought it'd be neat. Like I
Yeah.
like the Looney Tunes show when they did that, but I don't know. I'm not driving with it yet. Yeah. So the main thing. Sorry.
I did Granny fighting Nazis.
Yeah,
No,
it was a
no
very
problem.
short flashback.
Oh.
The Looney Tunes show had a whole episode of her fighting Nazis.
That
and
was
being
so
alive.
great. Oh my God.
And
the
it was-
Looney Tunes show just in general is such a great show.
Yeah,
Like
that
the-
was like a sitcom.
Yeah, it was like a sitcom with like Bugs and Daffy where they lived together, and it was like Seinfeld but with like Looney Tunes characters.
There's been like 2 or 3 like Looney Tunes like quote unquote reboot things like in the past 5 years. So I don't know if it was like I think when Max was like they changed the name to Max, they dropped something, and then maybe before
Yes.
that when HBO Max was something, they dropped something. So
yeah, no,
One of those two.
it's earlier than that one.
Yeah.
It's like it was on Cartoon Network originally. That's how we
oh
watched
that
it.
one,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
It's literally Seinfeld
With Looney Tunes, yeah.
Even Dad was watching it, was like, hey, this one's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it is. I'm like, it's strange.
I love like in that episode that we're mentioning where Granny's telling her story of like how she was a spy and everything like that, and then Daffy would be like, "Did you survive?" It's like you're talking to her. Like, it was the funniest freaking thing.
In this one, so like the whole character thing is that Buster likes Hampton, and the internet, the one thing I've seen on Reddit was they're like, Buster has gay love for Hampton. I was like, okay. And hates Plucky because they're like batting at each other and they keep clashing and stuff. So I was like, oh, okay, so this is how the show's going to build up, like that relationship, and eventually they're going to all be like a clique. In episode 2, they throw a pizza party and him and Plucky are best friends. I was like, oh, okay, never mind. Fuck me, I guess. The show's just going to like, okay, no,
Just
they're
skip
best.
to that.
I'm like, oh, okay. And they have like an Anakin Obi-Wan lava area thing where they're both sliding,
right.
but it's on pizza sauce on pizza boxes.
So they still kind of do parodies,
But it's not an actual parody of that scene. Yeah, they're just like, we're on pizza boxes racing.
Okay.
Yeah. There's elements of it that are still funny, but it's just weird. I'm not...
So,
Maybe it'll get better, but just the lens of the old show is rough to see this one.
So I guess they're not really even supposed to be like those same characters, right? It's kind of just like we're only calling them the same characters, but they're completely different people.
Remember how Furball was like the unlucky one that barely spoke, but...
He can't speak, right?
Oh, no, he speaks in this. He goes, pizza party time!
What? Furball, the one that didn't talk at all. He was the only one I think that didn't talk. No, Wiley. Yeah. They're the only two who didn't talk.
Furball goes, hey, everybody, it's a pizza party!
I don't think I ever remember.
Voice. If you're gonna have a voice, it should be that one. Like, you have my attention, Furball.
Yeah.
That's strange. That's very strange.
And like a lot of characters they changed like elements of, except Little Sneezer.
Little Sneezer's the same?
Little Sneezer's the same fucking dumb shit character that it was. I'm like, oh, fucking A, Little Sneezer's the same?
Wow.
But every other character, like Shirley got like a whole makeover. Like, Loudmouth got the makeover. All the characters like look different. Even Plucky's wearing like the tank top. And Little Sneezer's still a little mouse in a diaper that sneezes all the time.
God.
Like He's the easiest character to translate.
Yeah, they're like, we got this one. This is our favorite character, the old show.
They clearly didn't watch the old show. No, like it's so strange because it's like missed potential because they're in college, right? So they could have continued from the older one and just say, oh, you know, explain any character traits that may be different. It's like they're trying a new identity for college, you know, like they could have done that instead of completely redoing the whole thing.
Oh no, they're meeting each other for the first time in this.
Oh, see, like
yeah,
that's crazy.
And Hampton's mom is Jerry Seinfeld.
What?
Well, she's a Swinefeld.
Swinefeld.
Yeah, and just because she's a Swinefeld, Hampton should be really funny. And
I don't know.
To me, I'm like, that
just sounds anti-Semitic. I don't know.
boop boop.
They made Seinfeld the least kosher character.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I'm getting at. Cool. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it sounds like if you, having, like you already said, having the prior knowledge of Tiny Toons and being a big fan of it hurts this show for you.
Does.
And if you came into it blindly, even then it sounds like it's a on the fence type of show. Like maybe they're in college, you said?
They're in college.
So it's like kids would be watching this to see like a cartoony version of what college is like. Interesting. I was like, I guess it's supposed to set like college goals for kids. Is that like a good role model? Does it feel like it's a
I would just have him watch the old show if I had anything. If
okay.
I saw him putting this on, I'd be like, turn that shit off! No porn in the house!
Am I going
Yeah, put that old stuff on.
AJ's like, yeah, boy.
That's what I'm talking about. Now they're kissing and shit.
Daddy,
good. They're twins. They can't kiss.
Kiss again.
You know, he gets a little
Brother,
older.
I'm
He's
stuck in a dry.
hanging out at other houses.
Oh
Like,
my
does
God.
your dad sit on the sofa? And just love it when the buddies kiss. He's acting like one of their tongues is in his mouth.
Yeah,
Call me Buster.
yeah. I know I'm gonna bust.
Something's about to. Oh, good stuff.
I'm about to bust.
All right, cool. Just to jump around a little bit, I finished. I'm caught up on the show The Bear.
Whoa!
That was a show that's on the Hulus. It's about making.
Gene Wilder.
Yeah, Gene Wilder, the show. That's right.
Did he do a lot of cocaine?
Oh yeah.
So he's Cocaine Bear.
Oh yeah.
Oh. We should make that a movie.
I did finally see that movie too, but I don't know that this. I think the show's very enjoyable. I mean, it's not like a very like genre show for like pseudo adults, so it's like a hard show to sell. And other than it's I've heard that it's like some people describe it as like a good metaphor for the creative collaborative process, whether it's like a set of writers writing for a show, kind of like that, but redepicted in the culinary setting. Season 1 is about like a group of people trying to just sort of get along like in an established sort of like eatery joint, and season 2 ends up being about mini spoilers, I guess, but not going to get specific, kind of like scrapping the first part and actually opening like a legit decent restaurant and taking all the people that from season 1 and trying to like improve their skills and like have themselves open up enough to continue learning to make this something that could actually feasibly work. So it was kind of like season 2 took some like more, I think, creative, cool liberties, and I enjoyed it, I think, overall more than I like season 1. I think I told Alex this, but I felt like you could see the part where like the Disney Hulu check arrived, because there's this episode in season 2 where out of nowhere, and I guess mini spoilers again cast wise, that just out of nowhere, it's like a flashback episode, not that long ago, but like where they have so many guest stars. They have Bob Odenkirk, they have Jamie Lee Curtis, they have John Mulaney, they have an actress I know from Community, although I think she's kind of in the show in general. They have Sarah Paulson, and I feel like I'm forgetting one or two, but it was just like, where the hell did this come from? And they're all like relatives or like, or like in-laws or something like that. They're all at the house for like Christmas Eve or something like that. And, yeah,
it's
crazy.
yeah. And I mean, that episode was just like they're all screaming over each other the entire episode. I was like, that was a lot, and my wife was like, no, that was really good. And like it ended on the credits go slam in your face, and it's the Christmas song by Weezer. I was like, yeah, but I was like, I like the ending. But it was funny to be like, yeah, I don't know if season 1 didn't get a following, and maybe Disney was like, take the check, you're our investment now. Like, I don't think that scene would have happened, but it's cool.
Did the bear cook John Mulaney a giant mountain of cocaine?
These are the questions.
That's why I was laughing at like a maniac for a second. I was like, this is going to be so funny.
Part of it
Cocaine,
is, that might be season 3, because part of it is like they imply that like these like really upscale restaurants will like do hardcore research on the people going there.
Oh wow!
And they'll and they could like personalize stuff without their like knowledge. Be like, oh my god, I love this food or something like that. So he's just like, oh my god, how did you know?
Wow, a big mountain of cocaine.
Yum 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 yum.
I'm coming here every day.
Daddy, why does John Mulaney get like that at the restaurant?
Well, back on Tiny Toons.
Turn this shit off.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So another show that I know just ended, and I know I believe you guys are up on. I think I've seen 2 or 3 episodes, maybe just 2. Is season 5, the latest season of What We Do in the Shadows. Whoa. Also on Cthulhu.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I enjoyed this season. I
Good.
liked where it
Moving
went.
on.
It added I forgot her name.
Kristen.
Wig?
No,
I was
she's
gonna
in
say
Bob's
Chenoweth.
Burgers
Ooh.
as Louise.
You know,
Kristen Shaw.
She now is like one of the main casts of the show. I enjoyed the show. There's a lot of aspects, a lot of obviously. I forgot the guy. I'm never good at the guy's names. Matt Berry, I think his name is.
Yeah.
He has a lot of good. We found out.
City.
Yes, we found out a lot of those scenes that he has all improvised. A lot of it, they're just like go with it. His pronunciation of things is all him. It has nothing to do with them. So I really liked him in this season. Was really good. Certain things I was like, I wish he would have expanded more on, like the Nandor's relationship with I always call him Gizmo.
Gizmo.
But Guillermo.
Like Laszlo calls him.
His relationship, I wish they would have like expanded a little bit more,
Yeah.
like they were going towards. I didn't love the ending. It's kind of like they looped back and kind of took back like
I was wondering.
a majority of things that
if
they
you
did.
rewind back to when you watched the first 2, I was wondering if they were gonna like. I mean, I don't know the specifics. I was,
Yeah.
but I was theorizing that like, because spoiler alerts for the premise of this season of What We Do in the Shadows. Guillermo, it's tried to turn into a vampire from someone else other than Nandor, which is
and
like,
it's like cheating on, like when you're somebody's
Yeah.
familiar, they have to change.
and I don't
it.
know if that's the plot element you're talking about that they
Yes.
revert back on, but I thought it was like, what his body just sort of like fights it off or something, since he's like a Van Helsing and stuff.
So it was funny. They kind of were like, "No, you're doing it wrong." Like towards the end, right? No, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so, but I think this is a problem with like how each season almost kind of ended, right? Because they always take back what they do, which is also the most frustrating thing for me when I'm watching it is like there's so many funny things that you could continue with that instead of taking it back. But this is I guess just I don't know if it's just a me thing, but it's like this. I have a problem with this also with like when it comes to like the Marvel movies and anything where it's like nobody just lets there be consequences with any kind of action.
Like it could have been, they could have left it like where Nandor was angry, still angry, and like eventually when he finds out, no spoilers, we all knew it was coming. But I the reason why I like this show, it's like very chaotic. Like every episode, there's always something like chaotic. I don't think you even got to the frog episode.
No, I didn't see no frog. I
You're gonna see
I saw the stealing the police car and
Yes,
like,
they
doing
stole
donuts in it.
Yeah, they
and
do donuts. And they flip
I
it.
thought that was hilarious.
It was so good. And then
Because at first I think the show's like running out of steam, and then they do something like that. Like, never mind, they still got it.
it's so chaotic, and like I like this season because it showed that like how much they actually care about Guillermo, and like all the other seasons they were kind of like
Disregarding,
but how
yeah.
much that they're willing to do to be able to like show that they actually do, like he is part of their like group. I'm not gonna spoil it, but there is an episode where they take Guillermo to the vet for familiars. They have like, it's a vet, like pretty much like a vet for vampires for familiars, and they're like, oh, he like broke his arm, you should just put him down. Just get a brand new one. And the guy's like, he's all like fucked up, but like that's the episode that proves like I like this season because it shows the bonds with other characters in the show versus just Nandor and Guillermo. Like other characters are like, now they bond.
I even had
more.
that sense even on like episode 2 or 3 what I'm up to with again, what's the other one that's not Nandor? Laszlo and Guillermo. The way that he just like finds out that what Guillermo did behind their backs about getting bit by another vampire.
I thought you had diarrhea from a burrito.
but it's just the way he like talks of it is like so like real and casual with it. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I didn't know those characters even had that type of relationship. And I
Yeah.
like seeing that. So
I really enjoyed it. There is a whole episode with the energy vampire, which never really happens, where he had just a whole thing with just him. The one with the
Colin
campaign.
episode,
Yeah,
start
yeah.
to finish.
What?
Yeah.
Like a Colin episode, start to finish.
Well, they obviously flash back to the other people, but it is like one
Like he's the
section
main,
of it.
yeah.
A
he's-
plot.
Yeah, yeah.
His campaign run. That was funny, and it features other characters like the other girl, energy vampires, back on
Okay.
again. Because you can see there's other vampires other
So
than.
it sounds like other than like them not committing to something at the end, it's still a fun show.
Yep.
Which,
Yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to be. I don't think it's supposed to be like super serious.
yeah.
You know?
I don't know.
Did you see the gay episode?
No.
The one where they have a gay pride parade in Staten Island? That one was really good.
sounds good.
You're gonna get to it. Oh my God, where he can go out in the sun. Oh my God, where Laszlo is able to go out into the sun for the first time, and he's at the beach. He's like, in his old fashioned like, yeah, it's so fun. He draws dicks in the sand. That's his like thing. Oh, it was so good. The episode is so good. That one was very like the spontaneous, like chaotic episodes. Like that whole episode is very chaotic, and Guillermo is actually gay, so that's like them being like the gay pride parade. I mean, they all actually are, because they all
Yeah,
they
well,
all
they're,
swing
they're
with
all
each other.
bisexual.
They
yeah.
all swing with each other, and they vividly talk about that they swing with each other all the time, being like, oh yeah, where he wasn't talking in the library, that episode. Where he's like, our sex life has gone down. We only have sex 16 times a week, and that's like down. He goes, he only has sex with me 3 times a week. He goes like, oh, I'm so concerned. Yeah. They're like open about it, where they're casually mention that they all like sleep with each other. But
It's funny.
yeah.
By any chance, did you ever see the actor who plays Guillermo before the writer's strike and all that? He recurrently played the politician George was his name Santos?
Santos.
On
could see
the
that.
Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
Oh, really?
God.
Yeah, he was really funny doing that.
I could see that. I could see, you know.
Especially the whole like what George Santos may have been like done like drag queen things in
Yeah.
his past, and he would like would embrace that part of it.
It's so crazy, though. I could see it.
I'd recommend
see.
checking out clips from that. Those were
Yeah.
funny.
It was definitely, the season was, season was good.
Season was good. Okay, we have our sound clip.
Bridget's gotta move the car for John.
Oh.
You know what? Yeah. Sorry. I don't know why I was parked behind you, and I have to move.
Stretch.
Tony, what's wrong? Sleepy Tony.
Oh my god.
Now it's time for Sleepy Tony time. Yippee, oh, go, go, go.
Sleepy cuckoo.
Oh, sweepy.
That's not how you sleep, I've heard.
Oh yeah.
You get the anime bubble.
3 steps.
How do you know?
Oh my god.
Oh man.
While Rachel's moving her car, does anyone have anything else to talk about?
My Cheeto machine is doing well.
Oh, the perpetual Cheeto
Yeah,
machine.
we got some
It's made 1 Cheeto so far.
Oh,
Wait,
wow.
what the fuck? How many people did you shrink so far?
Couple.
And you made 1 Cheeto?
A whole Cheeto.
Everybody like keeps stumbling upon it. I just keep shrinking them. So it's not like scientists and engineers that just have random people working on it.
Wait, but you're not like instructing them at all?
I don't know how to make a perpetual Cheeto machine. That's up to them to make that.
But you're not
science?
like, you didn't at least say, I want a perpetual Cheeto
I
machine?
told them. It's like, this is what I want. And I want it
This
for...
is the goal.
So what's the spider eating then?
So it ate the 1 Cheeto so far, and then I usually buy a bag of Cheeto a week. And then sometimes, I put the people closer to the tarantula to scare them to murk a little bit faster, and they at least got 1 Cheeto out of the thing. So that's progress.
How big is the machine, and how big is the Cheeto?
And is it actually a Cheeto they made, or they just took one of your Cheetos?
I don't know. I think my lock mechanism on my system is pretty secure, but I don't know. I mean, it's always possible somebody could squeeze through a little zip tie. I don't know. But the Cheeto is like this big.
It was a shrunken.
It's
Shrunken
like a
Cheeto?
shrunken little Cheeto.
Yeah, 'cause you have little
and the
people working on
machine's
it.
about like that big.
The machine's how big?
It's like about that
Holy
big.
fuck!
That's gigantic.
For a bunch of little people working on it, I'd say so.
Yeah. I thought you were going to disagree.
No, I was impressed myself. I was like,
Yeah.
good progress.
Yeah, they're going to definitely break out of that tank. Maybe that's like they did a Iron Man 1 thing. They built something to pretend like
If they even built it.
This is our Cheeto machine, and they're just building something to break out of
They
it.
built their own robot suit?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
You're gonna have
Imagine they just revolt and attack you.
a little bunch of shooting
bunch of
lasers.
mini Iron Mans.
Man, these mosquitoes sure are biting today. Clap. Where'd Charlie go?
Oh my god! Yeah, that's crazy though.
Yeah.
So things are in the works. Things are moving along.
Hey, one's a good start.
That's what
But
I
definitely
was
make
like.
sure they're not trying to
Just-
build a weird machine to break out. of
Also,
there.
make sure they're actually making the Cheeto and not just taking one of your bags.
Yeah, did you see
You're
it
all
come out of the
coaching him
machine?
now?
You know what?
Hey, if he's doing it, we might as well help.
And I would also want to make sure they're life-size human Cheetos,
Yeah.
not shrunken human.
That's what I
sized
told
Cheetos.
them. I said I want life-size human Cheeto, you little bastards.
Tell us how you really.
Did you see the Cheeto come out of the machine?
No.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they could have just taken it from your bag.
Did they just go?
I kind of want to do. This should be a comic. Matt's the big, daunting, scary
Yeah.
figure.
Zoe Deschanel?
Like this. Make them life size, you bastards.
When you gonna get to that, you little bastard?
Oh, look, little Cheeto, you little bastards.
Now make me bread.
I got a second project for you. My aunt loves bread.
Oh. Oh my god.
So that spider only ate that one Cheeto.
Definitely ate a guy, dude.
Maybe that's what they turned Charlie into, a Cheeto.
Oh. Charlie was missing and the Cheeto was
Charlie in the
found.
Cheeto factory.
Sounds like they just gave you the Cheeto to make you not realize that Charlie disappeared.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
I feel like I missed a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's working on his machine still.
This perpetual
Oh, yeah,
Cheeto
that's right.
machine.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah.
He got one tiny Cheeto out of it.
Yeah.
If that. We're
Well,
not
that's
sure.
a start.
I want to
That's what I said.
It's a start. Every experiment has to be experimented on at least a couple times.
Yeah, but
You've
you're
been
missing
at this
some.
for a mom.
You're also missing some
I'm
context.
sure everything takes a while.
So Matt also just buys bags of Cheetos. So we're
In
thinking
the
they
meantime, I don't want people to die. I just want Cheetos.
He's hungry. Leave him alone.
right, but we're thinking that they probably just took one Cheeto from that bag. The little mini people
little
he shoots.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, how would they?
But wait, no, it was a small Cheeto.
Yeah.
So it was just a crumb from the bag. It wasn't even-
Yeah.
It looked like a little small
how
Cheeto,
would
so
they
I thought
supposed to
maybe it
reach
was a
the Cheeto
thing.
bag if they're small people.
So do you also just leave like a full Cheeto in there and they survive as a community eating that?
No, really.
What do they eat?
Usually
Nothing.
I just feed them shit.
I find it on the ground and I bring it into them.
You little bastards.
Also,
Open wide.
also they're very
comes dinner.
replaceable. They're very replaceable.
Yeah, they are.
So you can find them anywhere. Just look at your grass.
I better
Go
not
like
stumble
this.
upon that machine. I'll end up in that Cheeto tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you guys are safe. You guys are in
We
the
know
know.
too much.
You guys know about it. Recorded now.
And if you guys are a member of the channel, he'll not throw you in. You just have to show your membership before he shrinks you down.
You just need your Cheeto card.
Yeah.
The Cheeto card.
Yeah.
I
Not
start seeing
sponsored by
numbers on
Cheetos.
these people, bro. I'm gonna have a problem.
They're like prisoners. One.
Oh, you have your Cheeto card, yeah? Oh, you don't have to go into tank.
You good.
Oh man.
In the meantime, we can continue on, and the first season of my adventures with Superman recently ended, and I was up on it, and I'm the only one here who's watched it so far, so I won't be spoilery about it.
Thank you.
But it's a very enjoyable
Very good.
show. I still think it's as solid as it's been.
Nice.
You haven't continued on since we previously talked. Like when I said there was an episode that may have kind of sort of jumped the shark. You didn't see that one
we didn't
yet?
see that one. Yeah.
Okay.
We were catching up on binging the whole. A lot of shows out there, huh? Right
No, there aren't.
now. In our schedule, there's a lot updating.
Gotcha.
every
Mr.
week.
Robot. Mr. Robot.
Ozark.
Mhm. Breaking Bad.
Do we see Superman eating this show?
Superman.
Oh, yeah. That's what we talked about last time, huh?
No.
Damn it!
Fuck,
Still.
God, shit.
I don't
Fucking
think so.
Damn it, bullshit. Fucking God
I think
damn it.
Superman's favorite food is a
Turn this shit off.
Why aren't these bunnies kissing?
They should be kissing right now.
That's a good title. Why are these bunnies kissing? Anyways, I think so. Even though it may have jumped the shark, these bunnies kissing. I think that it still continues to be a very refreshing, enjoyable show.
Awesome.
The way that you would expect a season finale to sort of up the ante and be more dramatic, it does all those things.
Oh, nice.
Did you hear that it apparently recorded seasons 1 and 2 together? Someone had some advanced knowledge of a writer's strike or something,
Wow.
because apparently season 2 is gonna happen quite soon.
Oh wow. That's cool.
I would say that too if I got AI writers to make season 2. But
yeah.
you already had it.
God.
bro.
And voices.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God.
Actually, I thought I heard that the animation for the most part is free from it's a different union and stuff like that. So-
Probably, yeah. Makes sense.
I also
makes
heard the
sense.
writing strike might end because they're they're doing
Ooh.
talks.
Oh, the negotiations are resuming. I mean,
Yeah.
Matt was like, I have inside intel. I'm like, I'm still waiting for it to end, Matt.
Sorry, I just knew it was ending soon. I don't know when. It could
They
be
delayed-
3 years from now. I don't know. I
That's
just got to
soon?
hit that button.
I know Comic-Con. I know Comic-Con this year doesn't have a ton of panels with
Yeah.
writers or anything. There's no panels. A lot of people pulled out, and they had to replace
Panel
people.
interruptus.
And they
Analysts.
had to replace them with the British actors because
Oh,
it's
no.
a different guild. They have a different actors guild.
Yeah, and my
So
That's
sister.
a
they-
really funny concept.
Yeah.
Throw in the.
Oh yeah, Tom Hiddleston's gonna be
Isn't he
be
British?
Oh, very.
Yeah, that's why I said that's why they replaced him. There's a few people that pulled out that the people were like, I bought tickets to see them already.
Oh,
You're buying tickets for the convention. The panels are extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
jump around on the New York Comic Con note. Did you hear that there's going to be a special Dragon Ball Dragon Balls panel there?
Whoa.
Oh, is there?
Not to hype because it's 99% going to be disappointing, but but they allude to a special trailer or teaser or
what day
something
is
like
that
that.
one?
I think it's the Thursday. So we'll
Scott
already know
Pilgrim
shit
versus the
though, so
World.
that's
Yeah,
exciting.
yeah.
Friday.
There's going to
I'm
be a
down.
Scott Pilgrim panel, but with the original writers, but it's on
I
Saturday.
can't fucking wait to see that show.
But it's on Saturday. I think.
Isn't there also a Digimon panel?
There's a Digimon.
Whoa, Scott
Shut the fuck
Pilgrim.
up.
There's also
I love Michael
Digimon,
Cera.
and there's
That
My
the
Hero
movie was good.
Academia special
And the
film.
game was fun.
And then there's also
everything
one
but
other
him.
thing that they're specially have a special film for the end of something.
Rachel, what would happen if the Dragon Ball panel was actually Bastille?
And
and he
I,
canceled 20 minutes after you're there.
I would ask for my money
Music by Bastille.
Yeah,
back, please.
they do the new theme. They're gonna play it live.
Yeah.
I would be upset. I'd be like, what the fuck?
And if you collect the balls.
A dragon around and grant your wish.
I'm gonna make a wish on the
Does it-
fucking dragon.
Is it 2 or 3? We don't remember anymore.
So good, but that music.
And then he goes, oh, I got to cancel.
Oh, my throat.
I choked on a cheetah.
He knows. Shrink him.
But yeah, they have My Hero Academia is supposed to have like a special showing of something. And there's one other thing. What is that agent show that has Bob's Burgers? The guy who plays Bob's.
Archer.
Their final movie
Home
thing.
movies?
They're finally the show was finally ended.
Whoa.
So they're having a final
Finally.
like screening of the final like movie thing.
Oh, wow.
Whatever.
Movie? I thought it was a season.
I thought
Whatever.
it ended already.
It's about to end.
crazy.
It's like one episode.
Is that a show that's like, it's like a beloved show? Is
Yeah.
it like stayed in the same high quality throughout? Like I haven't heard anything about the show
Me
like
neither.
dipping.
No.
I used to watch it a lot.
I used to watch
I just
it
think
too, yeah.
everyone did dip, but I don't think the show dipped.
No, they're having a special viewing of that. There's not really much panel wise. There's a lot of like how to write this, how to write that, how to write this. You know those panels they have.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that.
Well, I'm excited. I'm only going to the New York Comic Con on the Friday because the Auntie Donna show is that night.
Donna.
Yeah, and so it's like we're having a city day anyway. Mark and I are having a whole city date day. So
Nice.
yeah, we're like, come with me to Comic Con. Like, okay.
I'm excited for the floor.
And he's like the mayor of cons now.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it's be like I'll probably get against like private concerts.
Actually, if you go with him, apparently we went with him. We got jack shit.
That's true. They're gonna close the door in my face.
All right,
By the way,
this is
so-
where it ends.
I gotta
go
get
to the
autographs.
party.
Bye. What the fuck are you? He's gonna hang out with us.
Yeah, Mark's
Yeah,
going
you're
to
like,
hang
what
out
the
with
fuck?
Auntie Donna crew.
Yeah.
Probably.
Sorry, I bought the VIP. I gotta hang out with the celebrities.
Kyle.
I'll be
This
like,
is
I
where
get
we
it.
part ways.
Bye, Mark.
I kind of like the day in between that we have between the two.
Yeah.
Like it gives you time
Nice
to like
break.
go do stuff, break.
Celebrate your
And
birthday.
Digimon panels on
My
Friday,
birthday.
anyways.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
on Friday. Good.
It's Friday, and so is
Okay, so
My Hero
it's
Academia,
the
the
anime
movie?
con. That's cool.
yeah. And
Yeah.
like My Hero Academia, the movie is that's that Friday.
There's another
Like-
movie. I haven't seen the last one yet.
Or there's like
sounds
an exclusive
remember that.
We watched it.
exclusive screening for something, and that's only big things. That's it.
Yeah.
There's not really a huge amount. I looked because I followed the New York Comic Con page when they announced here's the panels. I was like, oh, okay. Like, that's the only one I would be interested in seeing Scott Pilgrim, and that's Saturday. So I'm like, all right, so it's the floor this year. All right, I'm okay with that.
And the
I didn't really
Digimon
get to
panel.
see the
Yeah,
floor.
Digimon,
panel.
My Hero.
Yeah.
I'll watch it, whatever panel. Go
Yeah.
fucking panel.
I mean, you know, it's the
Ending
so
to
the Dragon Ball thing says delivering the latest information on the world famous manga and anime franchise Dragon Ball. We will talk about new developments in the Dragon Ball series, along with a mysterious new teaser, also the appearance of special guests, and that's I think Thursday, October 12th. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
12:45 p.m. So that's cool.
Dang.
So I'm excited for the anime New York Comic Con.
Yeah, but people are complaining about not getting tickets yet. They haven't received their tickets.
It's not
from America.
now. Whatever. As long as you have it by
No,
then.
they were just because you know what they did. The reason why everything is late
It's Bastille.
is because they yes.
They canceled 20 minutes before delivery. Yeah.
What I heard is the postage. They bought the postage ahead of time and then mailed it out like a week later, and the postage was no good by that like week
They
later.
didn't use a forever stamp.
No,
They raised the cost of postage.
no, they like no. It's like I think you could do it like weekly for like mailing. It has to be mailed out by a specific date.
yeah.
And they passed that date and then went to go mail it.
Clumsy.
I was like, why
Oafs.
don't they at this point? Why don't they hire a company to just do it?
They belong in
Yeah.
the tarantula tank.
Yeah, I'm like,
Reel 'em in.
You're a contender.
I'm going to shrink you.
Better be shrunk. Cool. All right. There's this other thing on the outline. I'm just gonna read it. Called The Blackening.
Oh my God. Probably the most incredible movie ever made.
Is it about how our microphone turned into your microphone?
That's why I'm using this microphone. Because
It's gonna get out of your shot. So anything you say, if you clip it, I'm not in the shot.
Oh, is this a movie? What is it?
yeah, it's a movie. It's a funny movie.
Yeah.
Mr. Alex?
I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. So the trailers played it off as like, oh my God, like this stereotypical
Yeah.
black woman's gonna say, oh, don't open that door during this movie. We're like, oh, this is like a little weird, strange. But we watched it and it was really funny. It was very good.
Is it like making fun of those types of I don't know, stereotypes.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so, big time. It has a lot of elements of it, and they have like this board game that is like
Not kosher.
yeah, and it's like trying to ask them like black facts, and if they answer correctly, they don't die.
Oh.
And it's really funny to see them like just talk about it and discuss it and be like, we don't know this one, and then they're spitting out the answer at the same time. I don't know, there's a lot of things to the movie that are like really funny. They have like
silly, funny stuff. And it seemed like kind of like a mix of horror movies, because that part kind of gave me like a Saw kind of vibe. And then there was like the traditional slasher parts later on. It was good, but it wasn't like a lot of people died. Unlike the white people who don't know how to survive in a horror movie.
yeah. I like that it didn't do like I don't know, like technically people do die in it. Just at the very beginning, but that's it.
Very beginning and a little later on.
That's true. But I don't know. I think it was good. It was I had so much fun watching the movie that I was like, man, I wish kind of more horror movies were like
I
this
want
too.
a sequel.
Yeah, I
Really
do too.
bad.
So like, how would you rate it in terms of like, because you know you have Scary Movie, which is like super parody, and then like you have like what is this?
This one's
I don't know,
not like really parodying anything.
No, it's like it's a silly movie.
Yeah.
but it's not like that where it's like over the top, weird,
Okay.
crazy.
So it's a little
shit.
more tame.
But there's also like really funny thing. Like a guy gets shot with an arrow, and when the girl's trying to help him pull the arrow out, she pulls it into her own.
Oh my god.
And she's like, ah!
And it's, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of like a smart slasher movie because
is.
they do stuff that they don't typically do in slasher movies. It's like, you know, I don't give too many spoilers
right,
away.
They're clever.
But, yeah.
The whole cast is clever, and
Yep.
each adds like a fun, unique element to it too. So,
Yeah. And the drugs.
yeah. Oh my god, that was killing me.
Yeah.
That was fucking killing me.
It's like
There's a really fun drug part in the movie, and it's not even an illicit drug.
no, but
Yeah.
it's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
it's like a Jump Street
It's like
kind of thing.
ibuprofen.
Oh god, the character goes into like this whole fun mode.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
so
That was great.
yeah.
Is this
It
a-
reminded me of Numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's like a comedy horror movie.
Oh, yeah.
But is it like light on for it's hard to get my wife to watch anything horror. Do you think I can get her to watch this movie?
I think it's an easy watch.
Yeah.
For anybody that
Really-
doesn't normally watch horror movies, super easy.
Yeah. It doesn't even really have like crazy.
It's not
horror
gory
feel.
or anything.
Only
it's
like
not
early
terrifying.
has like one thing that's like, oh no, it's gonna be like that, but it's like no, it's
No.
just really funny.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Good deal.
Sounds like
so
a lot
is
of
this
fun.
this is new? It's in theaters or?
It was.
It was, yeah.
Now
it's
it's on Voodoo.
Oh, all right, gotcha. Okay, now we'll dive into I guess trailer things. Trailer trash.
Whoa.
Trailer.
I'm just kidding. It's not trash. But let's start with Aquaman 2.
That was trash.
Did everyone see the new trailer that came out a couple days ago?
No.
I saw the teaser for the trailer. I didn't see the actual trailer. I didn't know it came out the trailer yet.
They're trying to cover it. They're trying to, from what I heard from one of the people I work with, that they said they're trying to like,
It looks like
They're trying to, like-
disregarding.
they're disregarding Aquaman. I heard that they're giving up on Aquaman.
Whoa.
They're like, let's just get Aquaman over with so we can just restart again.
Wow.
That was like the meme, but
Yeah.
then the trailer came out. I think because of that meme, people they were like, all right, we gotta fucking.
I don't know. Yeah,
They're
that,
just giving up on it. That's what
I think they're. Oh, I meant like the vice versa. I think the Aquaman of it all is giving up on the rest of the changes. I think they're just
Wow.
like the movie just looks like we're making a sequel to the one that happened before.
Yeah.
It's got the Black Mantis character. He's continuing to develop and become more of a threat, and it looks like it's a genuine sequel. And I think it looks like it could be a good movie.
Oh.
I think there's hope.
I think it's gonna be really
Bad.
silly.
Oh, silly.
Yeah.
It looks really fucking silly when he does the okay, kings build the bridges. I was like, this movie bad. I had the radar go off.
I gotta watch the trailer.
Yeah.
It was a mix of like I don't know that I guess you had those feelings. I also had like the feeling of like I don't know if it has like a lot going on, or I don't know. For some reason, like even the trailer at first it felt exciting, and then I kind of like was like, oh, I feel like the second half of this trailer had nothing in it. But sometimes they don't really. They don't want to tell you anything, so I try not to read that much.
They
into
described it as a buddy cop movie.
Oh,
with Aquaman and his brother.
With Aquaman and his brother.
Whoa.
Which, when you watch the trailer, you could kind of see like, oh yeah, okay, I get it. But that I don't think that description is necessarily 100% true. I guess the dynamics between him and the brother is that, but it looks like they still have like the big scale, like.
Beam in the sky.
Yeah, like he's riding the seahorse with the lightning, and Black Manta's like, I have the trident. So I don't know. It looks interesting, but it also looks like, this could be real bad.
it's the same director as the first one, right?
Yeah,
So-
James Wan.
So for whatever it's worth, they at least have that continuity. It's not like they completely
The amount
scrapped and like 5 directors quit, like the Flash movie.
The amount
got that
of
going for them.
reshoots
Which
for
is
this
nice.
movie is like ridiculous. The amount of reshoots they did for this movie.
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
But
And
now
it's
they
like,
just completely separated it.
they're just
from
like, all
everything.
right, whatever.
They're stuck with this movie,
Yeah.
and I don't think they want it to fail because then they lose money. But I don't think, if
think
it
they just
gets
wanna
them another
keep going.
$1 billion, they'll be
Yeah.
like, oh fuck yeah, sick,
I mean,
nice.
great, but they like I don't think they're gonna advertise it as much as like
I don't think they want to spend more on the money, but they
Yeah.
more on the movie, but they want it to do well.
Yeah, it's
They
like
do.
they don't want to spend the money on the marketing budget, but they also don't want it to just flop completely.
Yeah.
Either.
The first movie made $1 billion.
Yeah.
Aquaman 1.
Yeah.
So they're banking on people who saw the first one to come and watch this.
I'll give them my money if
Yeah.
Amber Heard has a little fish poop in the movie.
I think she might.
If
he might poop in his bed.
Because she poops out a baby in the movie.
Whoa, that sounds pretty sweet. But
Yeah.
all right, now you got me.
I'm selling you on this. I'm
getting
doing marketing
sold.
for Aquaman.
But does she also?
What
make
can
the
I do
poop?
to get you to see Aquaman to the turdining?
Fish flakes.
Yeah.
Honest.
That's the name of the baby.
Yeah. And she eats the baby.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
As
This
it's
is like
tradition.
Dante's Inferno.
As it's tradition.
Isn't his last name was Arthur Kirk? What's his last
Curry.
name?
Arthur Curry,
So it'd be
yeah.
Fish Flakes Curry. That's just lunch.
Oh man.
Cool. All right. I realize also Loki season 2 is coming out soon, and have you guys seen trailers for that?
There's a new trailer?
I didn't know there's a new trailer.
I don't know about how new, but I don't think we've talked about it. I think in the last like 2-3 weeks there's been a new trailer.
Does he hit the Loki?
That video is great.
I think it looks like it has potential, a lot of potential. It looks like for some reason I think I like season 1 less than the vast majority of people. I thought that even though there was like a good story in there, for some reason it's just like I my own way, whether it was true or not, felt like this, like I was hyper aware of like this was like a COVID production, like there was no more than like 2 people per scene. Everything felt very like
Empty.
kind of the other way around, like claustrophobic. It was just like every shot was small, other than like the end where they were like big CGI things, and you could still probably only 2 people per shot, social distancing. So I don't know, for some reason it just feels like they're finally like free from those restraints, from the feelings I get from season 2. It just feels like a bigger thing, and like this, I'm excited to see like how they continue the story, Owen Wilson's character, and all that good stuff. So actually gonna watch a Disney Plus show.
Wow.
We tried Ahsoka, and we're like became old men while watching. We're like, what is this here happening?
Oh man, it wasn't good.
It was funny.
It's probably great.
If you
All
watch
right.
Clone Wars, I heard that it like follows
And
really
Rebels,
well,
yeah.
and Rebels. It follows really well with those.
Yeah,
But
it like they say names and give like emotions towards those characters, being like, I guess they're trying to like be like, oh, you should feel this way about this person, but I was like, I don't know who they are,
Right.
and I felt lost. And you know, again, like it's on me, it's not on them. Where it's where when I hear what sounds like rock music in Star Wars, I get really grouchy for some reason. I'm like, what is this shit?
It's space rock.
Yeah, it was space rock, and I guess there's nothing fundamentally wrong with that, but to me, it is fundamentally wrong because it's not imitating a John Williams soundtrack or something like that. And I'd become an old crank. What?
Don't mind me. I imagined cantina music while driving to make that sound like.
And I'm not really like, yes.
You've earned my respect.
Tip my hat. I don't know. How do you feel about I mean, it's not the necessary modernization of Star Wars, but then people like, how would you feel about it?
Well, so it's interesting because I think it's the same as like kind of like the story we're talking about with Tiny Toons, right? Like it's like because we all grew up
Knowledge
with
is not power.
yeah. There comes a point where it's like we have to unfortunately learn to like understand that this is a new generation, and then like otherwise we become like how our fathers and stuff were, and that where they're like, oh, that's not the thing that I grew up with. It's like,
Except for Tiny Toons. You could be like that for Tiny Toons.
I'll still watch it.
It's okay to be like that for Tiny Toons and Velma.
We watched the entirety of Velma.
Yeah.
That's true. We did too.
It's okay to not like it.
No, I'm not saying that.
I'm not being a grouchy old man for not liking Velma and Tiny Toons. I'm not. I'm being a grouchy old man for thinking rock music in Ahsoka and terminology making me feel like a dumbass. That makes me an old man. Watching The Witcher and being like, I don't know what the fuck he just said. And then watching Ahsoka and being like, the holocron on planet Ixion is, I'm like, fuck, what?
I was interested.
You know what they need? Like pop-up video where it
Oh
gives
my
you,
god,
like,
yeah.
like this is what this means.
Yeah, but I would need that for like every sentence in The Witcher. And I'm such an old man that I was like, I can't.
We were interested in The Witcher.
Yeah, but that's exactly
wild.
what we were saying. We're like, what?
Yeah.
It's like,
I can't wait to find out what this means.
Once we walk through the threshold of the Great War, the flim flam will finally gavel the Tucanon. I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Well, and so that brings up a good point with actually with the Final Fantasy 16, right? It's like you could pause it, any
that was
cutscene.
really cool. You could pause it and
They
you
give a
can get
history?
information.
Whoa.
If
Yeah.
you don't know who that person is, you can pause it and it's like, this is that person.
Yeah.
This is that. This is this storyline. This is what this whoever's in
Damn.
that scene.
So you can never be lost because
That's
you could,
crazy.
even if like we stop playing the game for a while and come back to it, you
We're
just
like, what
pause
the
it. And it's
fuck
like,
is
wait,
this?
who's this guy
Oh my
again?
God.
And then it gives you like, this is what happened so far with this person. Blah blah blah. It's like, that's awesome. Like that's the kind of stuff we need for TV shows. It seems.
That's like
pause it.
Amazon
And then I need a
X-ray.
button that's like watch, so it'll like read it off to me because I'm like, I don't want to read this.
Oh my god.
I don't care who this is anymore.
It just links you to the wiki.
Meanwhile, that's what I would be doing. I've been looking at my
we
phone.
only have like 10 more, 11, maybe even 12 more
16.
chapters of the game.
Wow.
We're getting there.
That's what you're grinding away at? I'm grinding away at Tears of the Kingdom. I'm fucking awful at that game.
I'm so bad.
I'm still so bad. And I'm at the point where I think I'm like up to like, I don't know, there could be 12 more parts to like the main story of this game, but I'm hoping that I'm up to the last part now because they're like Zelda's got some signals here, and here on the map, and I've done those. I'm like, okay, and you gotta go to the main part. I'm like, that's gotta be where Ganon is. And I'm sure there's like shit on the way there. And first of all, I can't even figure out how to get there. I'm like, I tried dropping into this pit, and this like zombie Pegasus guy is completely immune to my attacks and murders the shit out of me. I'm like, I tried making strong weapons. I tried doing everything. I'm like, I give up, and I, was like, okay, show me the guide.
Yeah.
And I like wasn't even supposed to drop into the depths. I'm like, so I did that for nothing. Damn. I just waste like so much fucking time doing the wrong thing in this game. And I just try to like get a glimpse, like, okay, I'm supposed to look through something like that, and I was like, okay, and I'm running, and like I can't even like figure out where to go, so I'm gonna have to look up a cheat again. Like I'm so bad at Tears of the Kingdom. I'm just awful. Makes me feel awful about myself.
Oh no, don't feel awful about yourself. John asked me if I want to play. I'm still like, nope, I'm good.
But I'm like furiously determined.
No, see that once again, that's old man. Is me being like, no, this game's too complicated for me. I don't want to play it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's just too long and too big.
No, I still can't get the controls down. I'm like,
Well,
I'm like, fuck.
On top of everything, the Switch controllers like break, and they're like when he inconsistently starts walking and then running to the left.
Yeah.
That's what you want. Yes.
Oh my god.
And so it's like when you're trying to like walk along a delicate area and like you pause and then all of a sudden your character's just walking and getting hurt. Like no,
man.
or he falls into a pit.
Yeah.
My wife has accused me of actually falling into pits constantly in this game. I'm like, is there not always constant? Sometimes I do it intentionally. And she's like, you get stuck in pits. I'm like, I could fast travel. I don't get stuck.
Oh man.
Yeah. All right. There's this other trailer called Monsters of California.
Yes.
What's that?
It's a movie done from the mind of Tom DeLonge.
Oh,
From
Tom DeLonge,
To the
really?
Stars Academy.
Oh.
So his new
And Angels
little
and
thing.
Airwaves.
Yes.
Wow.
And Angels and Airwaves. And Boxcar Racer.
Yeah, that's it.
And other things.
The Macbeth clothing brand.
Yeah. That's defunct.
To the Stars. Yeah. Anyways, in the same way that I don't know, he toes the line of real UFO documents being declassified, and he makes like a goofy fictional
Stranger Things alien movie?
like a coming of age, probably rated R booby movie. I don't know.
I would like that. The only parts where everybody's fully clothed is the trailer.
It's digitally painted, so like it's really all the scenes when you watch it, they're all naked, but
Or they paint on clothes.
digitally painted on.
Oh my god. It's like safe for work porn.
I'm just guessing it's a booby movie. I don't know.
They also drop one more trailer once you're done.
Okay. Well, not that much to say because, I mean, you check out the trailer on your own time, but they do the thing that they've been doing with all the modern movie trailers where they take a song and they like make it more cinema-esque.
Cinematic. Yeah.
And they did that for Aliens Exist by Blink-182. Up all night long with like a creepy echo and
Yeah,
stuff
it
like
was so
that.
I want to hear the full
Oh,
version.
Yeah, it was
funny.
somewhere between ridiculous and awesome. I'm not sure where.
I thought it was awesome. It's like, oh yeah.
I'm like,
They do exist.
That was Sonic movie brain.
Yeah.
Keep it up. I want this to be the whole soundtrack of the movie.
I want it to be like all their joke songs. I want to fuck a dog in the ass. I'm like,
you won't.
that's when they're driving.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm totally down. Yeah.
Interesting.
That comes out soon. And again,
October 6th.
And it has the guy
October
from,
Yeah.
what's it called?
yeah, what? Spin City.
Yeah, the guy from Resident Evil movie and Victorious.
Victorious.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was Leon Kennedy.
Yeah.
I mean, is the guy that's in like everything. That's like he's like a comical actor. We're probably talking about different cast members. I'm guessing.
I think so.
I'm talking about the older gentleman that was in it.
I'm talking about
Oh.
the younger guy.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it has a star-studded cast, is what we're getting at.
Interesting.
I want Tom DeLonge to be the alien in the movie.
Oh my god. Hey guys!
guys, it's me, Tom DeLonge.
I'm gonna eat you now.
Yeah. He's all CGI'd up like the Trump versus the alien.
Oh my god.
He's
Hell
just
yeah.
like, hey,
He starts doing his like Tom DeLonge dance moves.
Where are you?
yeah.
Let me feel you.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. If it's gonna be bad, it's like make it.
What if it
I'm excited.
launches his like directing career so badly that he has to quit Blink again?
Damn. That's
You
why
didn't already quit again?
it's kind of getting released
They're
late.
touring
Is
in
it
Europe
Oscar
right now.
bait?
Mark Hoppus is always joking about like it's like you're lucky you're here tonight before Tom quits the band.
Oh
Again.
my god.
Speaking of the Crypt Keepers,
Whoa.
Exactly.
everyone that we like now is the
Old.
Keepers.
borderline. Yeah.
Boomers. Oh,
Oh.
Sorry.
okay. There's, if you're good to go. Anyways,
Yeah.
There's-
What's the other trailer?
there's a trailer that came out. I was super excited for this show that's coming out. I think it's gonna be on Netflix. It's by the creator of Hill House, the first one. The first one, not the second one. The good one. Wow. He created a show called The Fall of the House of Usher. And it's based on Edgar Allan Poe's writing. It's about this family. The family is called the Usher, the House of Usher. And it has like certain aspects of... And it has like certain aspects of Edgar Allan Poe's writing, like The Raven is in there, Nevermore. The guy says Nevermore during the trailer.
I'm having deja vu. Haven't you guys seen a Edgar Allan Poe movie or show?
Yeah, it was a movie.
It was a movie.
Yeah.
They're now resorting to his stuff. But I'm very excited because it looks really good. Obviously it's the same cast as Hill House. You're gonna see, and I'm like, oh, so this guy just likes using the same people,
like American Horror Story, like
legitly, a majority of them are from that show.
A lot of directors.
It looks really, really good. It looks like it has like the certain aspects of the stories, like the heartbeat and like something haunting you, and like I've read certain like fanfics of the Fall of the House of Usher. Which were pretty good, and I'm just excited. It comes out the day before my birthday, so the 12th. I had to think about that. October 12th.
I just realized your birthday's on Friday the 13th.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, it is. I'm very
Lucky.
excited. Excited. And Comic-Con.
Yeah.
That Friday of Comic-Con.
Oh yeah.
Digimon Day.
All right. So
Digimon Day.
you know where we'll be. Come and find us.
You know what?
We've added ourselves.
Also, I forgot to mention during the Comic-Con thing, they're having a Good Burger, the new Good Burger panel.
Oh really?
Oh my
Paramount's
God.
having it. It's on Sunday.
Maybe they'll give out burgers for it.
Yeah. If they don't, you'd be very disappointed.
I'll be very angry.
Yeah.
Burgers or nothing.
I heard Bastille will be there.
Don't make me cry already, God.
And vomit apparently.
Oh my God.
And vomit. Yeah, it was bad. It wasn't like, it was like a 10-minute vomit, like one of those where you get sick and you're like, I was like, can't be
sorry
here
that
or
happened.
I'm gonna throw up, so I'm gonna walk away.
It really does sound like a road trip comedy movie.
It really was.
Crazy.
It really was.
The ups and downs.
Yeah, really.
Twists and turns.
Yeah. And the fact that you actually ran into the band, that sounds fictional.
Yeah, that's what I was like, no,
I think you were hallucinating.
No,
If there were pictures, I wouldn't believe it.
There aren't pictures.
there are pictures. I'll look at the pictures.
Too funny.
Not to throw you under the bus, but the tour bus, but it's, I don't know if there's any optimism this week, but
There is.
I know there's no Batwoman.
Yeah, just Tiny Toons, and we already did it.
I
Band members.
I don't have. Oh, okay. I'm looking. Whoa! Wow! Oh my God! That guy was short.
Yeah, he is very short.
Is his name Martin?
He's
Whoa,
the
what the
drummer.
hell?
Oh.
And that guy's super
That
tall.
looks like Campbell's Soup Boy.
Whoa.
The short one.
Oh, it's because your fingers are there. Your fingers around there makes it look like
This
Campbell's
guy
Soup
is like
Boy.
the tallest guy in the whole universe.
Wow.
But that smaller guy with the hair, that's how they recognized him. They're like,
The tall man.
long.
They definitely look like just two normal people.
Yeah. No,
I,
they were part
I,
of the band.
I
you
wouldn't
showed me that
have-
picture. I'm not convinced they're part of Bastille.
No, they were like, no, they were. Don't worry.
Yeah, that is the most Applebee's clothes too.
Yeah, they were just walking. They were just
Casual
walking. Make sure
Applebee's.
nobody noticed them. That's what it's like.
No one would.
Yeah.
I don't
Except
think.
if you're a super fan.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah.
wild.
I have optimism. So.
Okay, well, but since there's no Batwoman, just to close the loop, I did finally finish the last 15 minutes of the TV show, The Flash.
Oh.
Rest in Flash.
Oh yeah,
Rest in the Speed Force.
that's why I flashed the camera at the beginning.
Wow.
An
Oh, that
homage.
makes sense.
It's full circle.
Circle sense.
Want to see those bunnies lick? I remember I talked about the end of Arrow when that happened, and I think I really sold everyone on watching it, and I know everyone has seen it since then. So the Flash, I feel like, is of a very similar quality. It was they introduced so many new characters as the show went on, probably because like the OG gang either got tired and old, or like, I know the actor who played Cisco left a while ago, who was like, hey, listen, show's past its peak, I'm out, and he was smart to do so, and he didn't come back.
Wow.
So spoiler alert, the character that they brought back for the last final story arc-ish, whatever you call it, for the finale was Eddie,
Eddie Thawne.
Yeah.
OG first season.
Whoa.
They basically somehow scooped him out of death and was just like, you have a chance for life. But then he gets thrown into found out that the love of his life, is now married to Barry Allen.
Right.
And he's just like, and he became like, he's like, how could you do this? And they try to basically, they were doing some sort of, what do you call it? Like the speed avatar and being the avatar or the opposite, the revert. I don't know. The
Interesting.
The evil avatar. I don't know. It was avatarded. What? I'm just saying. It's an adjective. Yeah. And in the meantime, what's her face is having pushing out the baby with the
Fish flakes?
Fish flakes, yeah.
Whoa.
Close crossover Aquaman?
Khloe Kardashian, the one that Travis Barker.
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah. No, my God, I'm forgetting her name. The show I was really paying attention to the Flash from start to finish. Iris, thank you. Iris West Allen the fourth. She was pushing out their baby, and meanwhile the daughter from the future is still there. Apparently she just never left.
Oh,
She's just watching her mom give birth to her.
that's
And
weird.
she holds herself.
Whoa.
Isn't that she can't go back? There's no way because she literally held herself. There's no way.
The show's done so many crimes of the Speed Force or
Time
whatever.
crimes.
Yeah.
I bet that
Right.
beautiful swelling music in the background will tell you otherwise.
True.
Bum, 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 bum.
My name is Barry. He was telling his the newborn baby a bedtime story, and it was basically the opening monologue.
Oh.
Until one day I became the impossible. I'm like, okay.
All right, stop sucking your own dick.
Oh yeah.
Kid's trying to fucking sleep.
So I guess the show tries to end on this interesting note of this is the end where again, I stopped watching the show and I missed a lot of things, and the show didn't forgive me for that. So I guess it implies that there were some true heroic characters that he met along the way, maybe 3 of them, just 3, and they're not his friends, they're just other people. And he does something which I don't know if he sets up, where he essentially sets them up to also become speedsters and become the Flash. Like my time has come to an end, but there's others that can bring real peace to this world and shit like that. So he picks 3, and I don't necessarily show what happens. I was like, did he just make all these people get struck by lightning? Because that's what he got.
Chemicals, yeah.
Just drink this cup.
Yeah. So I think he got people struck by lightning.
Also, he killed all 3 of them.
Yeah, they all died instantly. They turned it to fried chicken. Yeah. So that's how it sort of ends on that note, where he's more or less, I don't think he loses his powers by any means. I think he just shares it, and he's gonna be a papa, and he's still not funny anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Did he have a threesome with that friend that he stole's wife? Or something?
Definitely, yeah.
Yes.
And
Zow.
MFM?
and his parents from the past.
Ooh.
MFM.
Oh yeah. And what's her name? The Caitlin Snow character.
Oh, she's still around?
I really lost what happened to her, because it implies that she's the same person, but she has completely different powers, and she's become an otherworldly being.
What the fuck?
Yeah, she became the most confusing, like she was the Speed Force personified or something weird like that. And they're she needs to leave now, and then when she goes to leave, she instantly comes back, and she's just powerless Caitlin Snow again. Be oh, you left the mortal, so it's her body's still here, and so I don't know.
And then she's just I don't
Yeah, she's like, I'm still here. Yeah.
Can you believe the writers weren't on strike?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
This Eddie Thawne coming back, does he not realize that Barry was trying to fuck Iris while he was alive?
yeah, that whole time,
it shouldn't be a shock that
Oh,
that
no.
happened.
Yeah.
He was trying to get with her the whole time.
Yep.
Iris, hi.
yeah.
Oh no,
Even though
Barry
that was
stole
his
his life.
stepsister.
Barry stole his life. Oh my god.
No, but he eventually does the right thing.
Sacrifices himself?
Three-way.
Three-way.
Essentially, it's like he has the opportunity to like
Come back.
make things the way they could have been, essentially, and because like they could have like crapped on what was a really good character or done the other way around. And thankfully, they did take the high road with that one.
So he imprints on the daughter,
Oh, no.
and
Now they
then
have to get married.
yeah,
Oh, no.
and then he turns into a wolf.
Yes.
Ugh.
Is this True Blood?
This is Twilight.
Oh.
Potato.
Because I mean, Iris's daughter from the future is still just chilling around, right?
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
there.
so-
Oh, that's true.
Future girl.
Yeah.
No, but wasn't she a lesbian?
Huh.
She's
Well,
lesing around.
I thought she
Whoa.
was.
Was that done?
Yeah, right. Was it the Weather Wizard's daughter?
Oh, I don't know. I guess
Yeah.
I have no clue. Okay, well there you go. Ha ha. Take that, Eddie.
Huh.
Take that, Ed boy.
I want to see that spin-off.
I would love that.
oh, no. Don't give him ideas.
From the people who brought you Velma, Rolf.
I want that show the worst way.
I finally married my goat.
The most problematic character ever. Even though he's kind of like every single nationality. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't even know what he is. Yeah.
he's a southerner. He's a foreigner.
He's the foreign kid. That's it.
He's a foreign
Yeah.
southerner. I guess that's it. Never mind. I figured it out. It was just two things. Cool. All right. Ready for some optimism.
Yeah. Hi guys. Welcome to the Optimism Corner.
Hello.
Hi.
It sounds downbeat.
Damn Bastille.
It's spooky season.
Oh.
Oh.
That doesn't sound downbeat no more.
No, spooky season's the best season.
Ooh.
All right, guys. I have some spooky facts for you, starting now to the end of whenever.
Whoa.
Time.
Whenever I choose. All right. So here's some spooky facts. Spiders have clear blood.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah, clear blood.
That's not true. That's not true.
When you kill spider, what color do you see, Tony?
Not red.
I
I've
thought
never
it was like
thought
a
about that.
grayish. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I guess that's more like silk or whatever that comes out.
Wow.
Oh.
That's interesting.
So I have a few. I have 5, I think. 4 now. So ghost bats are some of the only bats with white fur. They're completely
Whoa.
white, and they call them ghost bats.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, and then phasmophobia is the fear of ghosts, which is why the game is called Phasmophobia.
Oh, so your brother-in-law should have been saying phasmophilia, not
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
terms.
Yes. A cockroach can live without its head for over a week.
That sounds right.
Wow.
That's
And
intense.
What's it
A
do?
3,000-year-old mummy can still has fingerprints.
Whoa. That's
Wow.
pretty
They
neat.
still can take fingerprints from a
that's cool.
3,000-year-old mummy.
They could do like CSI and like be like
Try to figure
it
out
was
where-
Tutankhamun.
Literally.
Mhm.
All right.
So they
that's
should
it.
mummify us?
Mummify so they keep our fingerprints?
Yeah.
They already
God.
have them on file.
Those
So
are
Yeah.
ours. Keep them.
couldn't hurt.
That we can connect it to a murder in the future if anything happens.
True.
Not us personally.
I guess saran
You
wrap
trying to
us.
say something, Alex?
No, I just said not us.
Sure about that?
Sure about that?
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You sure?
That reminds me. Did you guys see that alien thing about the Mexico court?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the small
alien
little
Small little
Mexico.
people. Yeah.
that they're like we've carbon dated them to over 1,000 years old, and on top of that,
In
one of them
Mexico,
was
they just
pregnant.
showed it.
Yeah.
Wait,
and
what?
eggs in
I
them.
have no clue what you're talking
and the
about.
Mexican government came out and said, "We also have aliens, and here they are." And MRI'd,
Wait,
they
I wanna see
MRI'd
that.
them, and they have a whole press conference.
But then they're like, yeah, they're more than likely fake.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. But they swore on their oath that they were legit.
Yeah, and they have like there's CAT scans of them and stuff, and like to see their bones and all
But
that
people
kind
were
of stuff.
saying,
But-
"Take a piece of it because it looks so dry." They're like, "Look
Yeah.
at this cake."
Yeah, well,
There's so many
I think
memes.
the issue is that before this, one of these guys that is presenting this evidence, he also thought that the humans with those weird thing, like the way they
Yeah.
deform their heads, he thought they were aliens. So they're like, oh, is this guy
Yeah.
not legit then because he said this before and it wasn't true.
We don't know,
But
but they came out.
Yeah, but
on
you can
public
see them.
TV.
Like, you can see the skeletons and the meat on them and all this
Oh,
stuff.
that's cool. I want to see that.
Yeah, it's interesting.
You
Very
can watch
interesting.
a press conference.
I don't want to see the whole.
No, just
I
look at
don't
the
care.
pictures.
Yeah, that's all I did.
Yeah, that's all I did.
And then I'll
Like-
pause and then I'll read the details.
You got it. It's yours.
No, use Bing's read aloud and then have that.
Yeah, but Bing, tell me about this.
Yeah.
I'll just ask Bing AI.
Yeah.
Make me pictures of aliens. And I'm
Oh my God.
these are real.
Whoa.
They do exist.
Proves it.
Yeah.
Okay, with that, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of our podcast. We had a great time. We learned a lot. We've shared in Rachel's inner torment.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
and now we
My
can
hellish week.
hellish week.
Hellish week.
There's the any wo- Oh, and the wop wop. We got the any wo and the wop wop.
But if you make that movie, well, this is proof that you stole it.
Oh my
That's right.
God.
Did you
Okay.
have evidence?
Whoa, my God.
We're watching
God.
you. I'm Matt.
What?
What?
You're Matt?
Yeah.
I'm Alex.
I think I'm Rachel.
Who are all of you?
I don't know.
You're Tony.
Okay, so I'm Tony. I think.
I think it starts with a K.
You're
Billy Bob.
You're Matt.
I'm Matt.
I'm Kyle.
Bilbo
My Bilbo, my bear.
Bill the Bear.
We're